Welcome to today's comprehension lesson. For today's lesson, we'll be going through Ants in a Hurry Stella booklet, page 14 and 15. So on page 14, you will see this passage. Read the passage carefully and answer the following questions. So you don't have to read the entire passage at one go and then answer all the questions at the end of it. Instead, you can break it up into part by part. So I'm going to break this up into paragraphs, and you will see that there are two paragraphs. The first paragraph starts with the word insects, and the second paragraph starts with the word all insects. So let's look at the first paragraph first. Insects can be found all over the world. I'm going to circle the word insects, and I know that insects can be found all over the world. They come in all shapes and sizes. They is talking about insects. So insects come in all shapes and sizes. Crickets, ants, grasshoppers, butterflies, ladybugs, and bees are some common insects. So this whole long list over here, these are all common insects. So these are all types of insects. Okay, so just to check whether you have understood this paragraph, where can insects be found? They can be found all over the world. What shapes and sizes do they come in? The second sentence tells us that they come in all different shapes and sizes. What are crickets, ants, grasshoppers, butterflies, ladybugs, and bees? We know that these are some common insects. So let me ask you a question. Is a spider an insect? So what you can do is check this list. These animals here are said to be insects. Can you find spiders in this list? If not, a spider is not a common insect. Now let's move on to the second paragraph. All insects have three parts to their bodies. So all insects have three parts to their bodies. There is the head, the abdomen, and the thorax. These are the three parts. Insects do not have backbones. So I know that insects don't have backbones. They have a hard exoskeleton or shell on the outside of their bodies that supports and protects its body. So some of you may be wondering, what is an exoskeleton? So they actually tell you here that an exoskeleton is a shell on the outside of the body. It is something that supports and protects the body. So even if you don't understand certain words, sometimes they explain it to you in the passage itself. So the exoskeleton supports and protects its body. Okay, let's go through a few questions to check if you have understood this paragraph. First question, how many body parts does an insect have? So the first sentence tells us that all insects have three body parts. Do insects have backbones? No, they do not. Insects do not have backbones. Lastly, what is a hard exoskeleton for? We know that it is to support and protect the insects' bodies. So now that you have understood the passage well, you can go on to look at the questions. So for question 1 and question 2, read the statement and take true or false. Refer to paragraphs 1 and 2 to help you. The first example has been done for you. So insects can be found all over the world. This is true, so they put a tick under true. We're going to try questions 1 and 2 on your own. Question 1, all insects come in different shapes and sizes. You need to decide if this is true or this is false. Question 2, insects have backbones. Is this true or is this false? Question 3. For question 3, tick the correct answer in the box. Blank is not an insect. So earlier on, we saw a list of animals that are insects, so you need to decide which one is not an insect. For questions 4 and 5, fill in the blanks with the correct answers. Question 4, An insect has blank body parts. Question 5. An insect has blank to support and protect its body. So for these open-ended questions, you should not be spelling the words wrongly because you can always go back and look at the passage to answer the questions. So look at the passage carefully when you answer the questions. That is the end of this comprehension lesson. Thank you.